We are back for Game 2 of the doubleheader here today between the visiting Washington and Jefferson Presidents and your Bethany College Bison. Bison are coming off of an 8-1 victory in Game 1, led by a 4-run bottom of the third for the Bison. As we get set to look at our lineups here for Game 2, first for the Presidents, it'll be Peyton Eckenrode leading things off. She'll be followed by Brooke McLeister, Sarah Labby. It'll be Casey Sears behind the plate batting cleanup. Olivia Dewick is the designated player batting fifth. She'll be followed by Jordan Hines, the pitcher for the Presidents in Game 2. Molly Charlton in center. Alicia Kulka in right field, who pitched in Game 1. Savannah Keogh in left. And your first baseman and flex player today for the Presidents is Haley Holman. Gabby Capaldi on the mound for the Bison in Game 2 here today. She pitched the second game of the doubleheader against Chatham, giving up 3 earned runs in those 4 innings, striking out 4. We get set to begin Game 2 here of this doubleheader. Sunny but chilly Sunday afternoon here in Bethany, West Virginia. Eckenrode steps into the box. Home plate umpire gives the play ball signal. And the first pitch from Capaldi, inside 1-0. Eckenrode 0 for 3 with a walk in Game 1. The 1-0, that's grounded to Barras at third. On to first, 1 away.
Now batting number 22.
We'll bring up Brooke McLeister here for the Presidents with 1 out in the top of the first. McLeister also 0 for 3 with a walk in Game 1. First pitch from Capaldi. Down and in, 1-0. The 1-0 to McLeister. Just a little high, 2-0. President 0, Bison 0 here in the top half of the first. 1 away for Gabby Capaldi. 2-0. That's high, 3-0 now. Brooke McLeister, the senior infielder out of Conemaugh Valley High School in Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Showing bunt, pulling back. That one's fouled out of play behind the plate. 3-1 now. Aggressive at bat there from Brooke McLeister, swinging away on 3-0. Capaldi checking the signs on her wristband. At 3-1 pitch. Past Barras at third into left. That'll be a base hit for McLeister. And the Presidents have their first base runner of the game. Bring up Sarah Labby, third baseman for the Presidents. She was 0 for 2 with a walk in Game 1. Lone run for the Presidents. Coming up here with 1 on, 1 out. Top of the first in Game 2. That one inside, 1-0. One 0 from Capaldi. That's high and away, 2-0. That 2-0 pitch is fouled out of play. 2-1 now. Inside, 3-1 now on Sarah Labby. Three one from Capaldi. That's popped up out of play. Full count. One on, one out here in the top half of the first. No score in game two. The 3-2. Ball four. It'll bring up Casey Sears now. Sophomore infielder catcher out of Chartiers Houston High School. Sears hitting 111 in 2020 with a walk. Coming up to the plate, 2 on, 1 out here in the top half of the first. First pitch from Capaldi in for a strike. That 0-1 pitch fouled out of play. 0-2. To Casey Sears. That one's lined down the field and left. And that ball is gone. A 3-run home run for Casey Sears in her first at-bat of the 2021 season. And the Presidents are out to an early 3-0 lead. Bring up the designated player now, Olivia Dewick, after this quick mound visit
Now batting number 0,
from
Olivia
Jen
Dewick.
Oberther, trying to calm down Gabby Capaldi. First pitch to Dewick. That's low and in. 1-0. Dewick was over 3 in game one.
75% of it is perception.
1-0 pitch to Dewick is high. 2-0. From Capaldi. That's lined into right field. That'll roll all the way to the fence. Dewick around first. She'll be into second, standing up with a 1-out double. The strong inning for the Presidents continues here.
Now batting number 11, Jordan Hines.
Have another mound visit with head coach Cassie Moore now, trying to calm down Capaldi. It'll be the pitcher, Jordan Hines, stepping in now for the Presidents, the freshman pitcher out of Ellicott City, Maryland, Centennial High School product. 1 on, 1 out here in the top of the first. Presidents leading 3-0. That pitch is in the dirt. The 1-0 from Capaldi. Fouled back out of play, 1-1. The 1-1. Down and away, 2-1 now. That pitch is high and away, 3-1. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. Full count. And Jordan Hines, the freshman pitcher for the Presidents here in game 2. Three-two from Capaldi. That's popped up in the air in foul territory, just getting out of play. Kopech, Brandell, and Julio all over there trying to corral that one, just going over the fence down there on the first base side. The 3-2 once again. Fouled out of play off the mask of Oberther. Three-two one more time. Thought about it, held back, and it'll be ball 4. Bring up Molly Charlton now.
Number 7, Molly Charlton.
Sophomore pitcher, outfielder from Apollo Ridge High School. Went over 3 in game 1. Comes up now with 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the first. Presidents leading 3-0. That pitch is high and in, 1-0. That 1-0 pitch is high, 2-0. The 2-0 to Charlton. Swing and a miss, 2-1. Capaldi's 2-1 pitch down and away, 3-1. 3-1 to Charlton, in for a strike. Full count now. The 3-2. Fouled out of play. Remains 3-2. The 3-2 again. That one's grounded to Huey at short. Force at third. Barras at the bag. One away. Hines will move up to second. We have fielder's choice for Molly Charlton. Brings up Alicia Kulka,
Now batting number 8, Alicia Kuka.
playing in right field for game 2. Pitched on the mound for W&J in game 1. 1 for 2 with a walk, reaching on an error as well. First pitch to her, in for a strike. Two away for the Presidents here in the top half of the first, leading 3-0 behind a Casey Sears 3-run home run to left. That pitch is popped up on the right-hand side. Julia over in foul territory to make the catch. And that's how things wrap up here in the top half of the first. Presidents 3, Bison 0, right here on the Bethany Broadcasting Network, streamed live on YouTube. We get set to begin the bottom half of the first here. Quick preview at the Bison lineup for game 2. It'll be Morgan Huey leading things off, playing short. Angela Brandell right behind her at second again. Tatum Barras shifting over to the hot corner,
Morgan Huey.
batting third. Jen Oberthur behind the plate, cleaning up. She'll be followed by Maddie Andrejczyk, Gabby Capaldi, Katie Fox, Carly Julio, Paige Allen, and Alex Kopek at first in the flex position. The first pitch to Huey's high and away, ball 1. Huey was 3 for 4 with a run in game 1. Pitch from Hines, catching the outer edge of the plate there, 1-1. Hines making her President's debut here today on the mound. Circle, pardon me, as that pitch is yanked wide. 2-1. That ball's hit deep to left field. That'll be tracked down by Savannah Keogh in left. Morgan Huey just stares in disbelief. Brings up Angela Brandell.
Now batting number 22, Angela Brando.
Brandell was 1 for 4 in the 8-1 victory over the Presidents with a run. She steps in now, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Presidents leading 3-0. The 1-0 from Hines. That one's popped out of play, evening the count at 1. That 1-1 pitch in for a strike. That one coming across the plate very slow there. Improving the count for Hines to 1-2. As that one is high, evening the count again at 2. The 2-2 to Brandell. Swing and a miss. That'll be the first strikeout of the career for Jordan Hines in a President's uniform. 2 outs now here in the bottom of the first. Bringing up Tatum Barras. She went 0 for 3 in game 1. As that first pitch is fouled down the first third base line. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch grounded to short. It'll be Eckenrode on to Holman at first to record the final out. We go now to the top of the second. Presidents 3, Bison 0. Top half of the second getting set to begin here for the Presidents. It'll be Savannah Keogh leading things off.
Leading off number 6, Savannah Keogh.
1 for 2 with a walk in game 1. First pitch from Capaldi, down and in, 1-0. Capaldi looking to rebound after that long top half of the first. Her 1-0 pitch is down, 2-0. 2-0 pitch to Keogh, in for a strike. 2-1 now. Keogh, the freshman infielder, outfielder out of Alexandria, Virginia. 2-1 pitch to hers, a swing and a miss. Evening the count at 2. For those just tuning in, Presidents 3, Bison 0. Here, nobody out in the top half of the second. That pitch is grounded to Barras. To Kopech at first. High throw. Keogh will take second.
Now batting number 19, Peyton Eckenrode.
Bring up Peyton Eckenrode for her second at bat of the game. First pitch to Eckenrode. She bunts that one foul out of play. Between the legs of catcher Oberther. One on, nobody out here in the top of the second. Presidents leading 3-0. Eckenrode swinging away this time, fouling that one back behind the plate. 0-2. The 0-2 from Capaldi, and that one slapped into right field. Keogh being held at third. Will be runners on the corners with nobody out for Brooke McLeister. McLeister singled in the first.
McLeister.
Came around to score on the Casey Sears home run to left. 2 on now, nobody out. First pitch to McLeister. She shows bunt. That's caught by Capaldi. Back to third, and Barras getting the tag. Just barely beating the runner Keogh, but a huge double play there for the Bethany Bison. We'll bring up the third baseman, Sarah Labby, now with 2 outs in the top of the second.
Now batting number 12, Sarah Labby.
She walked in the top half of the first. 1 on, 2 outs. First pitch from Capaldi. Framed by Oberther for a strike. That one's fouled back behind the press box. 0-2 on Sarah Labby. That pitch is in the dirt. 1-2. The 1-2 from Capaldi. That's high. evening the count at 2. Presidents 3, Bison 0 here in the top of the second. The 2-2 to Labby. I won Labby just getting a tip. Keeping the count at 2-2. Be the 2-2 once again from Capote. That one's hit high to left field. Fox almost bringing that one in, as Eckenrode will score all the way from first, and the Presidents will extend this lead to 4. Bring up Casey Sears now, who homered last inning for these Presidents, getting them on the board. First pitch to her from Capote, catching the outer edge of the plate, 0-1. Sears looking to do more damage here. That pitch is low and away, 1-1. Capote's 1-1 inside, nearly hitting Sears. The 2-1, just missing the outer edge, 3-1. That 3-1 pitch is popped in the air to right. It'll be Brandell unable to haul that one in, having to leave her feet. We're going to say she held on to that one, actually. Appeared as if the umpires get together and in fact do that, call that one an out. We'll go now to the bottom of the second, where the Presidents lead 4-0. We are
number 6, Jen Oberthur.
getting set to begin the bottom of the second. It'll be Jen Oberthur leading off for the Bison. Oberthur going 1 for 3 with a double here in game 1. Looking to kickstart things for this Bison offense, down 4 early on. First pitch she sees is in for a strike, 0-1. That ball is grounded back to the circle. Hines over to first, one away. Bring up designated player Maddie Ondrachik.
Now batting number 28, Maddie Ondrachik.
Sophomore out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, going 0 for 3 in game one. First pitch to her is in the dirt, 1-0. The 1-0 from Hines. High and away, 2-0. President's lead is 4 here in the bottom of the second. Nobody on, 1 out. That pitch in for a strike, 2-1 to Maddie Ondrachik. That 2-1 fouled out of play, evening the count at 2. That bat started with a 2-0 count, and Jordan Hines has battled her way back into this one. The 2-2 pitch. That one is popped up in the air, but unplayable for Stout. Count will remain 2-2. Ondrachik now trying to stay alive here in this at bat. She'll see another 2-2. Just missing outside. 3-2 now. Full count. The payoff pitch to Maddie Ondrachik. That one fouled out of play. The check swing there by Ondrachik. Just getting a piece of that one. The 3-2 again. In the dirt, ball 4, and the Bison have their first base runner of the game. Now bring up Gabby Capaldi, the pitcher here for the Bison in game 2.
Now batting number 7, Gabby Capaldi.
Capaldi went 0 for 2 with a walk in game 1. Played the hot corner there, now in the circle for the Bison in game 2. First pitch she sees is high and away, ball 1. Presidents 4, Bison 0 here in the bottom of the second. 1 out, 1 on for Gabby Capaldi. That 1-0 pitch high and away, 2-0. Both pitches, Brooke Stout has came up ready to fire down to Dewick at first. But Ondrachik getting back both times. The 2-0 from Hines. That one catching the outer edge of the plate. 2-1. From Hines. That's grounded Eckenrode short. On to second for 1, and they won't get Capaldi at first. McCleister's throw behind the runner Capote, and it'll bring up the left fielder Katie Fox.
Now batting number 15, Katie Fox.
Fox was 0 for 2 with a walk in Game 1, playing in left field, where she plays again in Game 2. Runner on, 2 outs here for Fox. Trying to keep this inning alive. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. The 1-0 from Hines. That one right down the middle for a strike. Hines is 1-1. Coming across the inner edge, 1-2 on Katie Fox. One, two, swing and a miss in the dirt. Stout will throw down to first just to be sure. And that's how we end things here in the bottom half of the second. We go to the top of the third. President's lead remains 4-0 over the Bethany Bison, right here on the Bethany Broadcasting Network, streamed live on YouTube.
Leading off for the Presidents, number 0, Olivia DeWick.
It'll be Olivia Dewick leading things off here for the Presidents as the designated player, doubling in the first with a ball to the warning track. Gabby Capaldi set to begin her third inning of work on the circle. Her first pitch to Dewick, down low, 1-0. The 1-0 from Capaldi. That one's lined to the second baseman, Brandell. One away here in the top half of the third. Huge first out here to get things started for Capaldi, as she's had 2 long innings so far on the circle. That'll bring up the pitcher, Jordan Hines, walked in the first. First pitch to her, high and away. The 1-0. High again, 2-0. Nobody on, 1 out here in the top half of the third. President's lead remains at 4. Swing and a miss there from Gabby Capaldi. Now Capaldi's 2-1. That's high and away, 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Down low, ball 4. It'll bring up Molly Charlton here with 1 out in the top half of the 3rd. She reached on a fielder's choice in the 1st. First pitch, in for a strike. One on, 1 out here for Molly Charlton in the top half of the 3rd. As that pitch is grounded to Capaldi in the circle, throws to Kopech at first, 2 away. Hines moving up to second on contact with a forced play, and it'll bring up Alicia Kulka with 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd.
Now batting number 8, Alicia Kuko.
Kulka flew out to the right fielder Julio last time up. She grounds that one to Barras at 3rd, over to Kopech at 1st, and that's how Capaldi will retire the side. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Presidents 4, Bison 0. Bottom of the 3rd, beginning for the Bison. It'll be Carly Julio leading things off.
Leading
0
off
for
the
2 with a
Bison,
walk and
number
a run.
17, Carly Julio.
One of 8 runs scored by the Bison in Game 1. First pitch from Hines. Outside, 1-0. One 0 pitch, swing and a miss from Julio, 1-1. The 1-1 from Hines. Slowly cruising in there for a strike, improving the count to Hines to 1-2. 1-2, way high and away. evening the count at 2. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss from Julio. That's how things start here for Jordan Hines in the bottom half of the third. Bring up Paige Allen, the center fielder.
Now batting number 31, Paige Allen.
Allen a perfect 3 for 3 in game 1, scoring 3 of 8 runs. So we have time called here for Allen to get a quick word with third base coach and head coach of the Bison, Cassie Moore. Currently in her 3rd season as the Bison head coach. First pitch to Allen, high and away, 1-0. That 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss from Allen. Hines has been very efficient so far here for the Presidents in game 2 of this doubleheader. Her 1-1 pitch is bunted foul behind the plate by Allen. 1-2 now. The 1-2 to Allen. High and away. Count 2-2. Presidents 4, Bison 0 here in the bottom half of the third. Nobody on, 1 out for the junior outfielder, Paige Allen. The 2-2 pitch she sees. She swings on and misses. 2 away now for the Bison as they go back to the top of the order with Morgan Huey.
Now batting number 10, Morgan Huey.
Huey flew out to left fielder Keogh, leading things off in the bottom of the first. She sees Hines again. That slow pitch in for a strike. The 0-1 to Huey, and that one's on the ground to McCleister at second, over to first, and 3 up, 3 down go the Bison in the bottom of the third. Now move to the top of the fourth. Presidents 4, Bison 0, right here on the Bethany Broadcasting Network, streamed live on YouTube. Gets set to begin the top of the fourth here with the Presidents at the plate.
I'm right here, sorry.
It'll be a pinch hitter
26.
Brianna Thomas pinch hitting for Savannah Keogh.
Pitch hitting for the Presidents, number 26, Brianna Thomas.
Thomas 0 for 3 in game 1 for the Presidents. First pitch she sees from Capaldi. She's swinging away. No contact there. 0-1. The 0-1 from Capaldi. Looping ball lined into right center field, and that will drop. Just over the head of Brandell, unable to pull that one in. The Presidents are getting things started here in the top of the 4th.
Now batting number 19, Peyton Eckenrode.
Eckenrode making her 3rd plate appearance today. 1 for 2 with a single in the 2nd. Savannah Keogh running for Brianna Thomas at first. First pitch to Eckenrode. That's lined to right field over Julio. Keogh rounding 3rd. She's coming all the way home. Throw to 3rd. No play there. Presidents will extend their lead to 5 on an RBI triple from Peyton Eckenrode. Bring up Brooke McLeister now here in the top of the 4th. She singled in the 1st. Now has a runner on 3rd. Nobody out in the top of the 4th. First pitch she sees from Capaldi. That's low, 1-0. The 1-0 to McLeister. Just missing the outer edge, 2-0. Capaldi's 2-0 in for a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 from Capaldi. And that's hit to Allen out in center. She'll run underneath that one. No play at the plate as Eckenrode tagged up. Score that one, a sacrifice fly for Brooke McLeister, extending the President's lead to 6.
Now batting number 12, Sarah Labby.
Sarah Labby up now for the Presidents, her 3rd appearance of the game. Walked in the 1st, doubled in the 2nd. First pitch to her is high. President 6, Bison 0 here with 1 out, 1 on, nobody on, pardon me, in the top of the 4th. That check swings, fouled out a play, evening the count to 1. Capaldi's 1-1. That's grounded to Huey at short, to Kopech at first. 2 away. Bring up Casey Sears once again for the Presidents.
Casey Sears.
Sears got the party started for the Presidents with a 3-run homer back in the first. Pitch from Capaldi, way outside, 1-0. That 1-0 pitch, just missing the outer edge, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch to Sears. Dodging out of the way of that one, 3-0 now. In for a strike. 3-1 on Casey Sears. President 6, Bison 0, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. 3-1 count on Casey Sears. That 3-1 pitch, just missing the outer edge, and it'll be ball 4. It'll bring up the designated player for the Presidents, Olivia Dewick.
Number 0, Olivia Dewick.
First pitch of the at-bat from Capaldi. That's low, 1-0. Oberther thought about throwing down to Kopech at first, but Sears getting back in time. The 1-0, catching the outer edge of the plate, 1-1. The 1-1 to Dewick. Slapped on the ground but foul down the first base line. 1-2. Capaldi's 1-2. That's on the ground to second. Brandell to Kopech. That'll be the final out of the top of the fourth. Go to the bottom of the fourth now. President 6, Bison 0, right here on the Bethany Broadcasting Network, streamed live on YouTube. Be Angela Brandell leading things off here in the
Leading off
bottom of the
Bison
fourth.
Number 22, Angela Brando.
She struck out in the first. looking to get things going for the Bison, down 6. Pitch to Brandell, in for a strike. Right down the middle into the glove of Casey Sears. The 0-1 from Hines. That's high, 1-1. Evening the count for Angela Brandell. That pitch in for a strike. Right on the outer half of the plate, 1-2. Swing and a miss for Brandell. The first out for the Bison in the bottom half of the fourth, bringing up the third baseman Tatum Barras.
Now batting number 12, Tatum Barras.
Grounded out to short in the first for the Bison. Now one away in the bottom of the fourth, making her second plate appearance. She slaps that one foul behind the plate. 0-1. President 6, Bison 0. One out, nobody on here in the bottom of the fourth. Hines' 0-1 pitch is grounded onto short. Eckenrode over to Dewick in time for the out. Bring up Jen Oberthur now with a slow roller back to Hines. Back in the second, leading things off.
Now batting number 6, Jen Oberthur.
Now coming up with 2 outs in the fourth. First pitch, Oberthur sees, in for a strike, right at the knees. The 1 pitch, just outside, 1-1. The 1-1. That's grounded to Labby at third. Over to first. And that'll retire the side, making it 4 no-hit innings for Jordan Hines. We go to the fifth. President 6, Bison 0. It'll be a pitching change for the Bison as we get set to begin the top half of the fifth, as Maddie Ondrachik will relieve Gabby Capaldi. Capaldi now sliding over to third. Kopech out of the game for the Bison. First batter that Ondrachik will see is the pitcher Jordan Hines from the Presidents, who has walked in both plate appearances here today. Ali McClelland also in right now for the Bethany Bison, as Ondrachik's pitch is high, 1-0. That pitch grounded to Capaldi, on to first, one away. As Molly Charlton comes up for the Presidents with one out here in the top of the fifth.
Now batting number 7, Molly Charlton.
0 for 2 on the day, grounded into a fielder's choice in the first. Grounded ball back to Capaldi in the third. As the first pitch from Ondrachik in for a strike. Presidents still lead by 6 with one out here in the fifth. That pitch grounded to Capaldi through the legs of Capaldi, as Charlton will stop at first. It'll bring up Alicia Kulka now, the right fielder for the Presidents.
Now batting number 8, Alicia Kuka.
Kuka 0 for 2 on the day. Flew out to right in the first. Grounded out to third in the third. She comes up to the plate now with one on. That one fouled down the third baseline. The 0-1 from Ondrachik, that's high, 1-1. Ondrachik getting her first appearance in the circle for the Bison this season. Her 1-1 pitch. Just inside, 2-1. Oberther holding on to that one for a significant amount of time, trying to get a call, unable to do so. The 2-1 past the diving Capaldi. Charlton rounding second but holding, and it'll be 2 on with one out for Savannah Keogh. It'll actually be Brooke Stout pinch hitting for Keogh. Presidents lead by 6 here with one out in the top of the fifth. 2 on, 1 out for Brooke Stout, catcher infielder out of Berwick, Pennsylvania, making her first plate appearance in Game 2.
Pinch hitting number 1, Brooke Stout.
1-0 count to Brooke Stout. Andrejchik's 1-0 is a swing and a miss. The 1-1 to Stout, and that's popped up in the air. It'll be Oberthur over to record the out. It'll send things back to the top of the order. Peyton Eckenrode stepping in.
Number 19, Peyton Eckenrode.
Eckenrode 2 for 3 on the day with a triple and a single. That first pitch she sees is in for a strike. That one came out of the glove of Oberthur. Charlton thought about taking off for third, decided not to. The 0-1. And that's stopped by Brandell. It'll be an infield single for Eckenrode. But Molly Charlton will round third and come home, extending the President's lead to 7. Brooke McLeister coming up now. First pitch she sees is in the dirt, 1-0.
Now batting number 22, Brooke McLeister.
Two on, 2 out for McLeister here in the top of the 5th. President's lead now by 7 as that pitch is high, 2-0. That 2-0 pitch. High and in, 3-0 now. As the story continues with the struggling Bison pitchers here in Game 2. Andrejchik's 3-0. It'll be a 4-pitch walk to load the bases, with 2 outs bringing up Sarah Labby.
Now batting number 12, Sarah Labby.
Labby, the Belgrade main product for the Presidents, doubling in the second. She comes up now with a chance to really crack this one open. Her first pitch in for a strike. The 0-1 to Labby. That's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Andrejchik fooling her with one there in the dirt. The 0-2 from Andrejchik. Fouled off the bat of Labby. Staying alive, keeping the count at 0-2. Labby just getting a piece of that one. Protecting the plate. She'll see another 0-2. And that one's grounded to Capaldi at third. As that one will be ruled a foul ball. It'll be the 0-2 one more time for Sarah Labby. Andrejchik's pitch. High and in, 1-2. Bases full, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Presidents leading 7-0. The 1-2. Fouled out of play. Keeping the count right where it is. Another 1-2. That one's yanked hard down the third baseline, but out of play. You've got a battle going on here between Sarah Labby and Maddie Ondrachik, neither of them willing to give in. The 1-2 one more time. In the dirt. Evening the count now for Labby to 2-2. Ondrachik's 2-2. Ripped hard towards third, but foul once again. The 2-2 to Labby. Fouled down third one more time. Labby stepping in for another 2-2. That one in the dirt. Sending it to a full count. Got a pickoff by Jen Oberther to end the inning here. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Presidents 7, Bison 0. We're back here in the top or bottom of the fifth. It'll be Maddie Ondrachik leading things off for the Bison after Jen Oberther caught Brooke McCleister
Leading off for the Bison, number
just a
28,
tad too far off of first base, able to throw it down to Tatum Barras, who applied the tag, getting the Bison out of a huge jam there, in which seemed as if it was never ending between Maddie Ondrachik, the pitcher, and the President's third baseman, Sarah Labby. First pitch Ondrachik sees. Down and in, ball one. Just Ondrachik's second plate appearance of the game. walking in the second. Pitch is low, 2-0. Two 0 from Jordan Hines. That one in for a strike, 2-1. That pitch is grounded to short. Eckenrode on to first, one away. This will bring up Gabby Capaldi here with one out in the bottom of the fifth. Presidents leading 7-0.
Gabby Capaldi.
Capaldi grounding into a fielder's choice in the second. Steubenville, Ohio, product of Catholic Central. First pitch from Hines in the dirt, 1-0. That pitch in for a strike, catching the outer edge of the plate, 1-1. The 1-1 to Capaldi. In the dirt again, 2-1. Hines is 2-1. That's grounded foul down the third base side, 2-2. President 7, Bison 0, one out in the bottom of the fifth. Nobody on for Gabby Capaldi. The 2-2. That one's popped up in the air. It'll be Casey Sears behind the plate, grabbing that one. Two away now. Bringing up Katie Fox, the left fielder for the Bison. Fox ending things in the second
Now batting number
for the
15,
Bison,
Katie Fox.
striking out with a swing. First pitch she sees, just missing outside, 1-0. One out of Fox. In the dirt, 2-0. Two outs, nobody on for Fox. Here in the bottom of the fifth. That pitch in for a strike, 2-1. To the junior outfielder out of Roanoke, Virginia for the Bison. Swing and a miss there from Fox, evening the count to 2-2 for Jordan Hines. As she has been absolutely dealing this game for the Presidents. The 2-2. In the dirt, full count for Katie Fox. President's lead remains at 7. That pitch is grounded to McCleister at second, over to first, and that'll do it. 5 no-hit innings for Jordan Hines. We go to the top of the 6th. President 7, Bison 0.
presence number 12, Sarah Labby.
Sarah Labby getting to pick up right where her and Maddie Ondrachik left off last half inning, as she did not get to complete her at bat due to McCleister being caught stealing. That first pitch is off the glove of Huey in the left. And I don't think Huey had a shot at that one, even if she managed to corral it. It'll bring up Casey Sears, the catcher for the Bison, or
Now
for the
batting
Presidents,
number
pardon me.
5, Casey Sears.
Sears coming up with one on, nobody out in the top of the sixth. That pitch is in the dirt from Ondrachik, 1-0. The 1-0 to Sears. That's fouled behind the Bison dugout on the third base side. 1-1. The 1-1 from Ondrachik. High and away, 2-1. Sarah Labby standing at first. Ondrachik's 2-1. Narrowly missing Casey Sears. 3-1 count now. That 3-1 pitch is high. Ball 4. I'll move Labby up to second. Sears trotting down to first. It'll bring up Olivia Dewick, this designated player.
Now batting number 0, Olivia Dewick.
Doubled in the first. 1 for 3 on the day. President's lead still 7-0. 2 out, nobody on. Got Labby taking off for third. Sears moving up to second. No throw. Oberthur unable to corral that one, as both President's base runners will move up 60 feet. The 1-0. That one's popped in the air to left. It'll be Fox making the catch. Throw will be late. Labby will score. Presidents lead now by 8.
Now batting number 11, Jordan Hines.
Bring up the pitcher, Jordan Hines. For the Presidents, 0 for 1 on the day with 2 walks. First pitch she sees from Ondrachik. In for a strike. 0-1 now. 1 on, 1 out for the freshman pitcher out of Ellicott City in Maryland. That pitch inside. That pitch from Ondrachik down the third base line, but foul. 1-2. Andrejczyk looking to retire Hines here in the top of the 6th. 1-2 just outside. Little high, 2-2. President's lead is 8 with 1 out and 1 on. The 2-2. Yanked down the third baseline again and foul. As Hines fighting for her life here at the plate. It'll be the 2-2 again from Andrejczyk. That one down and in, a full count. The 3-2 to Hines. That one's skied in the air. It'll be Capaldi coming in from third to make the catch. 2 away. Bring Molly Charlton up to the plate now for the Presidents, with Casey Sears standing at second base.
Now batting number 7, Molly Charlton.
Charlton saw Andrejczyk last inning as that pitch is hit hard into left center field. And that one will be caught by Katie Fox running over from left. We now go to the bottom of the 6th. Presidents 8, Bison 0, right here on the Bethany Broadcasting Network, streamed live on YouTube.
Leading off for the Bison, number 4, Allie McKellen.
It'll be Allie McClellan leading things off for the Bison, looking for her first hit of the 2021 campaign. Freshman out of Brunswick High School. So that pitch misses the zone, 1-0. That one now in for a strike, evening the count to Allie McClelland. The 1-1 from Hines. Little low and outside, 2-1. A 2-1 pitch grounded back to Hines in the circle. Throws on to first. One away here in the bottom half of the 6th. Bring up Paige Allen.
Now batting number 31, Paige Allen.
Allen getting a quick word. with Coach Moore, which will send Sears out to the circle to talk with Jordan Hines. 5 outs away from a no-hitter. First pitch, Allen sees. High and away, 1-0. One 0 to Allen. She drops down a bunt. And Sears just throwing down to first. Allen just not getting there in time. It'll bring up Morgan Huey in the top of the order.
Now batting number 10, Morgan Huey.
Thought for a split second that one came off of the leg of Allen after dropping down the bunt, but was indeed a fair ball as she is retired. First pitch to Huey, in for a strike. Huey 0 for 2 so far. Most recently grounding out to McLeister at second, as that one is lined into right field. And there goes the no-hitter for Jordan Hines. 5 2/3 of no-hit innings now gone, as Angela Brandell steps up to the plate.
Now batting number 22, Angela Brando.
Brandell 0 for 2 so far. Struck out swing both times. First pitch to Brandell. High, 1-0. Huey standing at first as time is called. Residents lead 8-0 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. The 1-0 to Brandell. Outside, 2-0. Sears throwing down to first. Huey back in time. That's one thing we've seen a lot of here today. Catchers throwing down to first, trying to catch those runners napping. That one to Brandell outside, 3-0. Hines is 3-0. Huey running down to second. Tag will not beat her. Brandell walks. We'll bring up Tatum Barras now. 2 on, 2 out.
Now batting number 12, Tatum Barras.
We're going to have a quick mound visit here for the Presidents. Try and calm down the young pitcher, Jordan Hines. Now this is Hines' first appearance for the Presidents in the circle. This is really the first time she's been in a bit of a jam all game here for the Presidents. Tatum Barras, 0 for 2. Grounding out to short both times. Now with a chance to put the Bison on the board. That pitch yanked out of play behind the Bison dugout, 0-1. The 0-1 to Barras. And that's hit down the left field line, just out of the reach of Keogh. 0-2. The 0-2 to Barras. Fouled out of play down third base line once again. Barras fighting to keep this inning alive for the Bison. The 0-2 once more. That one's lined into left. Huey around third. Throw to the plate, not in time. Brandell up to third. Barras into second, and the Bison are on the board. With 2 outs, you knew Huey and Brandell would be running on contact.
Number 6, Jen Oberther.
As Jen Oberther steps to the plate now. Runners on second and third. President's lead cut to 7 with the RBI single from Morgan Huey. First pitch to Oberther. Little high, ball 1. That pitch catching the outer edge of the plate, evening the count at 1 for Morgan Hines. One. That's lined into left. Brandell will score. Barras rounding third. No throw to the home, and the Bison trailing by 5. Thought Keogh was going to come up firing to home, trying to get Barras the trailing runner, but no throw. 8-3 President's lead.
Number 28, Maddie Anderchik.
It'll be Maddie Ondrachik coming up for the Bison. 1 on, 2 out. President's lead 8-3. First pitch to Ondrachik, in for a strike. Bison are looking to begin that slow climb out of an 8-0 deficit. Found a way to bring in 3 here this inning. Is that pitch high and away, 1-1. So 1-1. That one's high, 2-1. Looked as if Casey Sears was ready to come up firing, and in the process didn't complete the catch. And that 2-1 pitch outside, 3-1. Two outs here in the bottom half of the 6th. Presidents lead by 5 with a score of 8-3. 3-1 to Ondrachik. That one is popped up in and out of the glove of Sears, extending it to a full count. And Maddie Ondrachik has to be thanking her lucky stars for that one. Gives her a second chance to get on base here and extend this 2-out rally. The payoff pitch. That one to Labby at third. Over to first. And the Presidents get out of the jam. We go to the top half of the seventh. Presidents leading 8-3 right here on the Bethany Broadcasting Network. Alicia Kulka leading things off for the Presidents in the top half of the seventh. Singling in the fifth.
Number 8, Alicia Kuka.
Maddie Andrejczyk returning to the mound for the top half of the seventh. First pitch to Kulka, high and in, 1-0. The 1-0 to Kulka, in for a strike, 1-1 when catching the inner half of the plate from Maddie Andrejczyk. Her 1-1, looping in but dropping just below the knees, 2-1 to Kulka. That one high again, 3-1. The 3-1. That one missing for a ball. Kulka will trot down to first. And that's how things start here in the top half of the seventh. It'll be Julia Hurwitz batting here in the 9th spot. The outfielder, third baseman from Lorton, Virginia, Hayfield High School product. First pitch she sees is fouled down the third base line.
Now batting number 10, Julia Hurwitz.
Hurwitz making her first plate appearance here today, batting .500 last season. As that pitch is popped up in the air. McClelland unable to corral that one. Brandell quickly firing to second, but not in time. As Peyton Eckenrode will come up once again.
Now batting number 19, Peyton Eckenrode.
Eckenrode singling in the 5th. Now with 2 on, nobody out. That pitch is high for a ball, 1-0. Presidents lead here 8-3 in the top of the 7th. As that pitch is in the dirt, 2-0. Oberthur able to smother that one, prevent either base runner from attempting to move up. The 2-0 to Eckenrode. In the dirt, 3-0. From Andrejczyk. That one in for a strike. 3-1 now the count. The 3-1 to Eckenrode. Ball 4, and that'll load the bases. Matty Andrejczyk was sure that one was going to be called for a strike. Brooke McLeister will step in one more time. McLeister walked in the 5th, caught stealing by Oberthur. Now coming up with the bases juiced, nobody out. That one's lined hard into left. Kulka will score. Hurwitz rounded third, thought about it, but decided to go back. And it'll be a 9-3 President's lead.
Now batting number 12, Sarah Labby.
Sarah Labby coming up to the plate now, facing Andrejczyk once again. Bases still loaded. That one is hit to Huey, coming home, getting the force. It'll be one away now for the Bison.
Now batting number 5, Casey Sears.
Casey Sears coming to the plate for the 5th time today, walking in the 6th. First pitch she sees is in the dirt, 1-0. Bases loaded, one out here in the top of the 7th. W&J leading 9-3. With a chance to break this one open even more. That pitch is high, 2-0. Take it back to the first inning when Casey Sears got things rolling for the Presidents with a 3-run home run to left. And the Presidents haven't looked back as that one is fouled out of play, 2-1. From Andrejczyk. Crushed down the third base line and foul. Two and two now on Casey Sears out of Chartiers Houston High School. The 2-2. That one lined into left. That'll drop in front of Fox. She'll throw to third, but no play there. Presidents extend the lead to 7 by a score of 10-3. Bases will stay loaded now for Olivia Dewick, the designated
Batting
player.
number 0, Olivia DeWitt.
Flew out to left last time up on a sacrifice fly, scoring Sarah Labby, who now stands at second base. First pitch in the dirt past Oberther. Be McLeister coming home on Drachik, not there in time. Presidents lead back up to 8. Labby taking third. Sears moving up to second. As everything the Bison worked for in the bottom of the 6th has now just been erased. The 1-0. That one in the dirt again. 2-0. Just one out here in the top of the 7th with runners on second and third for the Presidents, leading 11-3. That one is hit in the air to center. It'll be Allen underneath to make the catch, and the runners will hold. We'll bring Jordan Hines to the plate. Popping up to Gabby Capote at third the last time out.
Batting number 11, Jordan Hines.
First pitch to Hines. That one's high, 1-0. One out from Ondrachik. In for a strike on the inner edge, 1-1. A 1-1 lined up middle for a base hit. That'll score Labby. Sears around. That'll score 2. As Molly Charlton comes up to the plate.
Now batting number 7, Molly Charlton.
Now a 13-3 lead for the Presidents. Quick circle meeting to relieve some stress from Ondrachik. Get her out of this one. First pitch to Charlton. That one is high, 1-0. Charlton flew out to Fox and left on the first pitch last inning. She ended things for the Presidents. That one is hit to center. Allen underneath of it. And after batting around, that'll do it for the Presidents in the top half of the 7th. Go to the bottom half now. One last shot for the Bison, with the Presidents leading by a score of 13-3. Final 3 outs coming up for the Bison here in the bottom half of the 7th. It'll be Gabby Capote leading things off.
Leading off for the Bison, number 7, Gabby Capaldi.
It'll be Jordan Hines looking for a complete game for the Presidents. First pitch to Capote in the dirt. 1-0. Pitch just below the knees of Capote. 2-0. Capote popped up to the catcher Sears last time up in the 5th. She takes that one on the outer edge. 2-1. From Hines. There's a swing and a miss there from Capote. Slow one coming out of Hines' underhand throw has been kryptonite for the Bison all day here so far in game 2. That 2-2. Grounded foul down the third base line. The 2-2 to Capote. That one is popped up. It'll be the shortstop Eckenrode under it to retire Capote. Bring up Katie Fox now. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Bison down to their final 2 outs. Fox looking to get things started. First pitch she sees, takes a hack at, fouling it out of play behind the President's dugout on the first base side. Oh, 1 to Fox, ducking out of the way of that one. 1-1 now. One to Fox. That one's gone. Swing and a miss. One and two now to Katie Fox. The 1-2. That one's staying in. It'll be Hines throwing it on to first to retire Fox. The Bison are down to their final out, with Allie McClellan coming up to the plate.
Now batting number 4, Allie McClellan.
Casey Sears giving her pitcher quick word, hoping to finish this one off. That one from Hines in for a strike. 0-1 now. Oh, 1 to McClelland. That one lined right at the third baseman, Labby. And that is how this one will end. After taking game 1 by a score of 8-1, the President's bats come out hot here in game 2 and steal this one by a score of 13-3. Thank you all for tuning in here today. This has been Bethany production of PAC softball between the visiting Presidents and your Bethany Bison. I am Drew Von Sayo saying have a great week, everybody.